It's Madden NFL 24. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Chicago Bears and the Washington Commanders. And it comes your way next.
Well, we've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Washington Commanders. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. CD, these Commanders, a last-place ball club in 2022. In most cases, you'd say that was a lost season, but they finished 8-1, 500. That would have won the NFC South. What kind of a chance do you give them in what is certainly a loaded NFC East?
And you're exactly right about the division, so you have to be cautious about what you think with this team. They've got to continue to play excellent defense and get some improvement on the offensive side of the ball and establish who their quarterback is going to be.
And then for the visiting Bears, they want to wipe the slate clean from 2022. Now, working in their favor, we've seen plenty of teams in the NFL make big turnarounds from year to year. What can the Bears do to just get back closer to maybe 7, 8 wins, Charles?
Well, they want to coalesce all this young talent that they're accumulating and guys that they've brought in from the outside and start to build a culture, a feeling around this team that they know they can compete week in and week out.
Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Bears to take over on offense behind their third-year quarterback, former Ohio State Buckeye Charles, Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
Fields going to throw right away. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. One play action, Fields. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Foreman will try to pick it up. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now a throw here to his running back. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. Fields now to throw. Locates Mooney on the out route. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd down, here's Foreman. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Fields. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? But he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Well, they moved the ball well there on the opening series. Running game was in sync. They were knocking on the doorstep, but ultimately, Charles, they'll have to settle for the field goal.
Well, they certainly were moving it well and give this defense a ton of credit. Finally dug their heels in and forced the field goal. That's wondered in his game partner. Will this offense look back at this drive and think to themselves, if we'd gotten 6, we'd be in a better spot.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
On 1st and 10, Zambrano. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. At that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On first down, Zambrano. That one complete downfield to Thomas. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 39 yards there, a big one.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. A good position to be in here, second and inches, as they've got it as we resume action. Foreman's going to get it again on second down. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Back to throw. Fields. Caught. Right side. It's Lewis. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They run it on first with Foreman. And he stopped immediately there. Emmanuel Forbes up from the secondary to make the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now it's Fields. He's got Lewis. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his quick catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Foreman powering ahead, and he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance, but in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Out of the gun, Fields. Touchdown! DJ Moore, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are able to widen their advantage. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out, and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Operating from the gun, Zambrano. And now another one thrown incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Bears take over. Deontay Foreman and his offense back out there. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable. And really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start by running the option to the right. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Fields. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Fields. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the 1st half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off play action. Fields rolling to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. 10-0 our score. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. From the gun, here's Fields. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far, brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage, completion-wise, way up. Not that time. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Zambrano. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Zambrano fighting through pressure, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. But now the Bears coming out as they get ready. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On first down, it's Fields. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. Calling a gain of a yard, and that will bring up second down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
To throw is Fields.
Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Looking to throw on second down. Zambrano
got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
But that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
throwing on first down. Zambrano going right back to Dotson. And he's brought down. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Zambrano checks this one down to Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are back. They're going to score. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this third quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points and not really with a lot of hope. But with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Now a first down throw, Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Fields on first down. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He'll definitely say that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. To the air again. Fields. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down, They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And here we go on the next drive for Washington. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, Zambrano throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. To throw again, Zambrano. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Taken in at the 22. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. At their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10.
Just shy of midfield at the 48. They start on the ground with Robinson here. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Operating from the gun, Zambrano. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On 2nd and 10, Fields.
Complete. This is Lewis. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears' first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
They bring pressure there on 3rd down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the first down.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the handoff, here's Foreman.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap, Fields.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Deron Payne, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
But you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Santos' kick is up and through, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
After the main field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. On first down, Zambrano. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Looking to throw. Zambrano, middle of the field. He's got McLaurin. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Off play action. Zambrano. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when they decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Michael Walker there to bring him down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Here's second and 5 now from the 37.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Thomas brings it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on first down. Zambrano. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And the Commanders are going to have it first and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Off the play fake, Zambrano. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are an extra point away from going back on top here in the fourth. I'm pretty sure that was a passing play, but he took off pretty quickly and ran with it.
Love his decisiveness on it because you're exactly right. He was supposed to go back in the pocket, survey the field, and throw the football. But when that hole opened, he just said, forget it, let's go. And boy, did that work out well.
Critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put him on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So now Fields and the Bears trailing 14-13. A minute 50 to play. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Back to throw, Fields. He's got Mooney. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Here's second down and 3. Here's Fields. Gets this to Moore. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. All eyes on Fields. Well, he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
This is 1st and 10. Now Fields. Able to slither by. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's first down. Foreman takes it, headed right. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. They run again with Foreman. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Now again to Foreman. And he'll be well short of the first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Santos' kick is up and through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So defensively, they made the move to try and freeze out the kicker, but he steps up and he says, ice this.
And you talk about ice. How about the ice running through his veins? He just steps right up, calm as he can be, and drills it to give his guys the lead.
And after the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now it's Washington's turn, trailing by 2 after the made field goal. 30 seconds to go. Now their lead is evaporated, but they still have a shot on first down. Back to throw. Dotson, he's got it. And he'll have a first down here up past the 30, but he's brought down in bounds.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
No timeouts remain. 8 seconds on the clock. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.